Welcome back to 5-Minute Histories. Today we're exploring the crisis of the 3rd century, a harrowing period from 235 to 284 AD, when the Roman Empire was plagued by civil war, economic instability, and external threats that nearly caused its collapse. The crisis began with the assassination of Emperor Alexander Severus in 235 AD, setting off a century marked by unprecedented turmoil. Over the next 50 years, Rome would see over 20 emperors, most of whom met violent ends. This rapid turnover of leaders created a power vacuum, where emperors often rose through the ranks by force rather than succession, severely destabilizing the political landscape. The lack of stable leadership led to short-sighted and self-serving governance, as each new ruler prioritized consolidating power over addressing the empire's broader issues. Frequent usurpations and assassinations fostered an atmosphere of distrust and fear, eroding the traditional Roman virtues that had supported the empire's administrative and military structures. As loyalty to Rome waned, allegiance to individual leaders strengthened, fragmenting the empire's unity and further complicating the resolution of its myriad of crises. The constant civil wars took a toll not just politically but economically as well. The empire was stretched thin, managing multiple military engagements that drained the treasury. The frequent changes in rulers led to inconsistent and often exploitative tax policies, worsening the economic plight. This economic decay manifested in hyperinflation, severe devaluation of the Roman currency, and a heavy tax burden that the citizens could barely sustain. As the value of the currency plummeted, trade suffered and markets destabilized, leading to job losses and a decline in public morale. To finance the endless wars, emperors debased the coinage, reducing the silver content to increase the money supply, which only accelerated the inflationary spiral. The economic instability rippled through the social fabric, exacerbating poverty and reducing the standard of living for the average Roman citizen, leaving the empire even more vulnerable to both internal dissent and external threats. Meanwhile, the societal structure of Rome began to crumble. The continuous state of unrest discouraged trade and investment. Agricultural production declined as fields were left untended or destroyed during conflicts, leading to food shortages and famine. As cities deteriorated, their infrastructure collapsed. The urban population dwindled, with many fleeing to the countryside to escape the chaos and taxation. The external pressures on Rome during this period were relentless. The empire's borders, once secured by the might of Roman legions, were now porous and vulnerable. Germanic tribes took advantage of the empire's weakness, crossing the borders and sacking towns. The Persians in the east also seized the opportunity to expand their influence, capturing Roman territories in Asia Minor. Each invasion not only sapped more resources, but also demonstrated the weakening grip of Rome over its territories, encouraging further incursions. In response to these overwhelming challenges, a transformation took place within the empire. The traditional Roman values and the central authority of Rome diminished, giving rise to autonomous regions where local leaders and military commanders held the real power. This shift was marked by the rise of soldier emperors, who were more often concerned with their personal power and regional interests than with broader stability of the empire. The turning point came with the rise of Diocletian in 284 AD. Recognizing the depth of the crisis, he implemented wide-reaching reforms aimed at stabilizing and revitalizing the empire. He restructured the government, creating a tetrarchy, rule of four, to ensure the better management of the empire's vast territories. He introduced rigorous economic policies to curb inflation and revitalize the economy, and he strengthened the borders with more disciplined military reforms. These measures, though harsh and sometimes draconian, saved the empire from imminent collapse and laid the groundwork for a more structured and resilient Roman state. The reforms also set the stage for the eventual division of the empire into the Eastern and Western Roman empires, a division that would shape the future of Europe and the Mediterranean for centuries to come. As we reflect on the crisis of the 3rd century, it becomes clear just how close Rome came to complete collapse. Saved only by drastic reforms and reimagining of what it meant to be Roman, this period teaches us of the importance of strong, stable leadership and the dangers of political and economic instability. Thank you for watching, and don't forget to like and subscribe, hit the bell icon for more fascinating historical insights from 5-Minute Histories.